I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story about Call of Duty Warzone 2 adds another pay to win DMZ bundle. Call of Duty Warzone 2 has added another pay to win um, bundle for its DMZ mode. The idea of pay to win content has largely been phased out over the years. In the mid 2010s, the idea of loot boxes, personable weapons, and other items that could give you the upper hand in online games was incredibly prevalent, despite players despising them. Eventually, regulators started to step in. Gamers got very upset, and publishers realized it was time to change things up. Microtransactions have largely shifted to focusing on cosmetic items like skins and such in recent memory, but Call of Duty has dipped its toe back into some pay to win mechanics. At the start of season 3, Call of Duty fans started to notice bundles in the store that largely centered on cosmetic items, but also offered pretty major in-game bonuses for DMZ. These items included things like UAVs, kill streaks, allowing players the opportunity to see where other players are on the map after spawning in for a brief while another new bundle spotted by Charlie Intel reveals that players can secure a lucrative self revive for DMZ with the purchase of a certain skin. That means that so long as the self revive is equipped, players will be able to pick themselves up after getting shot and knocked down by the enemy. While when playing by yourself, this is pretty large, as you'd otherwise just die automatically. And when playing in a squad, it allows your allies to protect and fight back while you revive yourself and get back into the fight. Another bundle, another DMZ pay to win item. You can see bonus effect. It says a self revive kit. I can't really see, but I see something about operator skin comes equipped with a free gear item. Item will only equip if the slot is empty. So I mean, we're gonna. I mean, we might as well go into this right now. That basically means that if your self revive, if you use it, it will kind of automatically be equipped, right? Like normally you'd have to go into your backpack to equip it, but it seems like it says if the slot is empty, so instead of having to do the extra going into the backpack and equipping it, it will equip itself. So that's definitely very helpful for pay to win. These are all items that you can find and acquire in game, but fans aren't large on the idea that they can be bought with real money. That's a very important part right there. That's interesting to say, because I think we might as well go into it right now. I think that's kind of why Call of Duty is doing it. It's interesting. Before, I think pay to win was more like items that you weren't able to get while playing the game. So now what Call of Duty is doing is they're offering you items that you can get while playing the game. And I mean, obviously there's sometimes if you loot, you probably won't find a UAV. You probably will find a self-revive, but for the most part, you probably won't find a UAV, but all the other items you will be able to find. So it's kind of their sneaky way of just giving you kind of a head start at the start of the game, right? So instead of starting out empty, if you're a new operator, you'll start out with like an operator. A UAV, you'll start out with like a self-revive kit. So the whole quote-unquote zero to hero thing, you won't be able to do. So I can understand why some players aren't too happy about that. Even though the main point of these bundles is to buy the skin, right? It is strange to see Call of Duty pushing these items. These types of things have really ticked off a lot of fans. So it remains to be seen if Activision will make any changes to it. What do you think? I'm new to the whole Call of Duty Warzone DMZ scene. I've been playing the mode for about maybe 2-3 weeks at the most. So how do I feel about this? I mean, I feel like as content creators, this is what content creators probably do. But if you're a casual player, you probably aren't going to be buying this. Does it bother me, even though I'm a casual player, that there's some players who will start a game with a self-revive kit? No, not really. It doesn't really bother me. I would say with Call of Duty DMZ mode, it's definitely easier to not knock. I've noticed a lot of people like to knock their opponent and just leave their opponent alone. One thing that almost every DMZ player do realize is that for the most part, everybody has self revives, right? Like, so even if you pay to win or you don't pay to win, self revives are pretty um what's the word? They're everywhere. They're abundant, I guess the word, right? Self revives are abundant on the map of the DMZ Al Mazra. So for the most part, whether you pay to win or not, you know, I've always assumed that everybody has a self revive. There's a self revive gun. So even if you don't have a self revive to start the map, you could start. I believe you can start the map with the self revive gun, right? And so there's that. So for the most part, this personally doesn't really bother me that much. I know people are calling it pay to win, but when I really look at it and I think like, well, okay, if you really want to pay 2,400 CPs just to start a DMZ map with a self-revive, I would say good luck with that, right? Like that, it doesn't bother me at all. What I would say is when you knock an opponent, instead of them bleed out, excuse me, instead of letting them bleed out, you should just, you know, end them right there, you know. But for the most part, I assume everybody in the DMZ map, when I see them, has a self-revive. So I don't, you know, if you want to consider this a play to win, personally, I don't consider this one a pay to win strategy because, like I said, self-revives are so abundant along the map. But if you're a content creator or if you're casual and you want to spend 2,400 CP on this skin, whether you like the skin or you're just doing it for the self-revive kit, I personally would not necessarily consider this pay to win. But like I said, I've only been playing DMZ for 3 weeks, so I have no idea what the hell is going on. But like I said, personally, I don't. Seeing a bundle with a self-revive kit, I think I would, if I wanted to buy this bundle, I would buy it more so because of the soldier skin compared to the self-revive kit, because I personally do not think that really gives you that much of advantage in the DMZ mode. But let me know your opinion of this story. Have you bought any pay to win items, skins in DMZ? On what's your opinion on quote unquote pay to win bundles in the DMZ? And do you consider this item right here? You can see it says bonus effect, right? It's 2,400. It's a pretty cool skin. I think the skin is pretty cool. It says something, I can't see the first word, but I think it says operator skin comes equipped with a free gear item. Item will only equip if the slot is empty. Okay, you know, whatever. But I'm Jason, the world is yours. Today we had a story about Call of Duty Warzone 2 adds another pay-to-win DMZ bundle. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button. And please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.